Gloria. Hosanna in excelsis. Is that right? Excelsis. Whenever in life do you ever use that word? People get pretty freaked out by the stuff you are about to read today. So Matthew, Mark, and Luke all talk about this bit of Jesus' teaching, which makes it really important. But first, a quick question to get you thinking. What do you spend your life thinking about the most? What is it that dominates your thoughts when you have a moment to actually sit down? Firstly, though, because the editors of the Bible decided to put the chapter division in the wrong place, we have this random bit of teaching from Jesus about giving. Now, God knows our hearts, so he sees how much we really, not heart like, but heart like the kind of center of you. So he sees how much we really give. That's a key reminder for those of you that give money away and think that God owes you something. He sees where true giving happens. And then we get to this bit about the end times. Now, if this was just about the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD, then it would be interesting, but it's not. It's hugely relevant for us because the things Jesus speaks about here are going to be experienced by all of us, whether we are alive at the time or not. And that changes it from being interesting to ridiculously relevant. The disciples are all like, yeah, look at the temple, it's awesome. God must be really happy with that. It was pretty awesome, but was God happy? What was Jesus' reaction? No, he said, because the most important thing for that generation to do was accept Jesus, and yet they had chosen to reject him. So what happened? Well, in April of 70 AD, the Romans invaded. They ripped the temple down, burned everything, and presumably killed a lot of people. But as you read, Jesus doesn't give clear answers to the questions. What he's doing here is speaking about everything that is to come. Locally, for these guys, it was what was going to happen in 70 AD. But there was something more that Jesus had his mind on too. And that was the judgment at the end times. I think there was one man I can remember who genuinely thought that he was Jesus and went around telling people about it. I heard it on the news. The sad thing is that people who follow men like that haven't read this bit of the Bible. What you'll see is that Jesus' return is both cosmic and public. The event of Jesus' return is going to be witnessed by a lot of people. When you read this today, take care to look at what he advises his disciples to do. Look for the verbs in the passage. Look for the action words. And if you can't call yourself a Christian yet, then why not think about this today? I know thinking about divine judgment isn't what Christmas is about. It's particularly not what today is about. But while we look forward to celebrating Jesus coming as a baby, at this time of year, all the other times we're in Advent as well, but we're just waiting for Jesus' return. And that day isn't going to be a good day for those who have chosen not to believe in him. What is it that you think about most? I'd spend some time mulling that over today. Mulling, along with mulled wine. If you are a Christian, then I would just parrot what Jesus says here. Be careful. Right, it's December the 21st. Let's do this. Here's the best cracker joke in the world. It says this: how did Scrooge win the football match? The ghost of Christmas past. Past, P-A-S-S-E-D.